I'm gonna say this right now. This game is messed up, okay? This game makes Boyfriend to Death look like the Teletubbies. You've been warned. Rain sprinkles down. You begin to reflect. In recent times, the population of Earth has been dwindling more and more. A strange mania has taken a hold of your world and throttled it mercilessly until almost nothing was left. People have been disappearing. Some say they fell into the underworld. Children have been mysteriously abducted from their homes in the night, running away on their own accord. Nobody hears it. It's because of the music. You know the truth. A musician has been taking children and turning them into ravaging demons. People have been infected by a virus unlike any other, and those unfortunate enough to succumb to it will either die or lose themselves to insanity and bloodlust. Unluckily, your town was the first to succumb to the madness, and you were one of the first to take notice before it became an unstoppable force of chaos. You were also the first to meet him, and you sometimes fear you may have been the reason that all this has happened, but it's something that is better left in the dark recesses of your mind. You don't want to meet him again, but it seems there isn't a choice anymore. You can hear the music now, just ever so slightly, but it's not all there, only partially. You've reached the age where it won't put you into a trance, but if you're exposed to it too much, you'll end up infected, or even worse, dead like the rest. The music is getting closer now. You would run, but you know by now it's not worth it. You'll end up hurting your sprained ankle even more. There you are. I knew you would think not of running. Friedrich Junjingle Marcosius? Admittedly, you wouldn't call him the devil. You'd be giving him too much credit. He's just a devil. No words left. That is unfortunate. Perhaps I can persuade you to talk. A conversation will be lovely right about now. He's looking at your ankle. Ah, I see. A shame, isn't it? You stay silent. You don't want to give him any satisfaction. A broken toy is useless. There is no fun in playing with it anymore. However, I don't seem to have any others. You will have to do. His demon army surrounds you, their mouths agape and overfilling with putrid acid. They look ready to kill at any moment. You're the last one. What shall I do with you? What shall I do? You begin to tense up, noticing his tails begin to flick about. He's clearly quite excited, which means he's thinking of doing something to you. Something lightly worse than killing. You really don't want to die, but it would be better than being tortured. What do you think? Say something! He snaps at you, and you flinch. What do you do? I speak. You tell him you won't die. You talk with resilience and resolution, but there's a hint of fear in your voice, which you hope he doesn't notice. That is more like it. I want to see you struggle as best as you can. You try to stand up, but fail. This elicits an amused reaction from him. Do it again. Keep on falling onto the ground. You're so pathetic, you know? But so cute. I could break you instantly, but I'm keeping you alive. Isn't that generous? You've stalled him long enough that your ankle feels a bit better. You could run now, but there's a large risk in doing so. What will you do? Remain still. How about this, huh? Let's make a deal. Just a small exchange. You shudder. You're reminded of the last deal you made with him years ago. He can't possibly be thinking of the same thing now. You're terrified of what he wants to do. You have will and resilience. Those are good traits. But seeing you fail over and over is so much better. I can't quite decide what I want to do with you yet. You tell him you just want to live. Well, then that crosses out being one of my demons. Then... I know. He gets closer to you, face inches away from yours, and cups your cheek sweetly. You feel sick just being close to him, like some sort of virus has entered your body. In exchange for your life, you will be my pet. The world stopped spinning. Well, that's the narrator's voice. The world stopped spinning. This is not what you expected at all. Think about it. It sounds a lot better than dying, no? We can play together forever, and you'll always be protected. I won't let you die. Will you accept his deal? Yeah, sure. Good girl. I'll take great care of you. Let's spend the rest of eternity together, mine darling. You signed your soul away for a chance to live. Ending 5. Untrue ending. Untrue? Huh. So what if I refuse the deal? You recall the first deal you made with him. You remember very little detail of that contract. At the time, you were too scared and in a hurry to pay any attention to what the document said. You were so foolish. But you aren't going to make that mistake again. You shake your head and glare at him. Oh? I do not like the attitude you're giving me. I offered you a chance at salvation, and you refuse. I think I know what this is about. A lost contract. Oh, so it is you! What a lovely coincidence. No, not a coincidence. Fate has acknowledged me. It brought us back together, not by chance, but because it's what I would have wanted. Yes, that's it. He's acting strange. Well, more strange than usual. You have a gut feeling, but you can't tell which way it's tugging you. What will you do? Inquire. You ask him what he's going on about. You really don't get this guy. He scowls at you. Did you say something wrong? Of course you wouldn't understand. Then, let me explain it just for you. I am God. What? He can't be serious. Gods aren't born as gods. Gods are made into deities through human hands. Why is this the amnesia monster sound? Only when humans accept you as a god will you truly be one. Anyone can become God. But it was fated for me to be the only one in the end. Ich bin der Gott, der über die Welt wacht. Ich bin der Heiligst. I have no idea what I just read. The staircase to godhood is paved by your hands. I suppose it was time I thanked you for making that deal with me. Your face turns pale. You understand now. It's still confusing, but you can comprehend what he's saying with enough clarity for the weight of it to hit you with full force. Friedrich is a god because people believe him to be one. Even demons can become gods through belief. Even Friedrich forced that belief through his power to turn humans into mindless demons. They see him as their god now. You realize there is no one to turn to now but him. You understand now. I can see it on your face. I've changed my mind. I know what suits you best. Now, there's no need for tears. I am your savior now. Ich bin der Gottlich... I can't speak German! It slipped your mind, but you had been on the verge of tears this whole time. You can feel reality slipping from your grasp. What should you believe? I have no choice. You see no point in believing anything else. Friedrich is gone now, and nobody's going to save you. But him. You approach him, but you break down midway, crying. Oh dear. I hate the cries of children, but adult crying is even worse. I would have loved to have a little more fun with you, but I suppose I must silence you now. Das genug. Come here and rest peacefully, for I am here to save you. He embraces you, roughly opens your mouth. Tears keep falling. I can finally become the only god of this world, all thanks to you. You feel something crawling into your mouth. There are centipedes all over his face. He opens his mouth and gets close to your face. You feel them enter your mouth and crawl around inside your body. You can't feel anything else but the parasites taking hold of your mind. Your last thought was a single word. Why? Ending 4. Überwachen. Right, so maybe asking him what's up was a bad idea, so I'm going to ignore him. You don't have time for this. You shout at him, telling him he should just kill you now if he's going to annoy you to death otherwise. Huh? What did you say to me, you dog? You keep spitting insults at him, and he progressively gets more and more irritated. Maybe you can use this as an opportunity to... Shut your mouth! Uh-oh. Friedrich has you in a chokehold. His grip is inhumanly strong. Any words you hadn't gotten out before have been effectively wrung out of you. It hurts so much. You feel like your head is going to pop and explode. You struggle to breathe. You've had enough fun. Now it's my turn to have fun with you. I know of a befitting punishment. One that's just right for you. Which do you prefer? Centipedes or millipedes? Millipedes. Curious choice. It's just a shame. We're going to use both! My demons! Hold her down! Oh shit! An indescribable terror screams within you as you're restrained from all sides. You try to struggle, but he only hums in satisfaction when you fail to make a difference. I've always wanted to do this. I wonder if you'll enjoy it as much as me, you filthy dog. Where should I start? He's looming over you, mounting your midsection. You can't make any noise. You can't let him win. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, what is that? There are bugs coming out of his mouth. They're crawling all over your face. Worms, centipedes, millipedes, maggots, cockroaches. They're freaking everywhere! It's an unsettling sight, and it gets worse, so much worse. They're crawling on you now. It's the worst feeling you've ever experienced. They're getting under your skin. It's ticklish and itchy, and you can't do anything but watch. They're entering your mouth, your ears, your... Every orifice is filled with utter filth. They crawl everywhere. Within you, you can feel the writhing of insects, and your lightheadedness makes you feel as if you're about to pass out. But the sensation of constant activity inside you keeps you awake like a cruel limbo. You can feel his disgusting warm breath on your face. More and more bugs keep pouring out. He looks utterly euphoric. You're bleeding now. The pain is indescribable. The insects are eating away at your insides. There's blood pooling below you and leaking from every hole in your body. There are red rashes where maggots are digging away at your skin, trying to escape. It's hell. Whatever comes after this will surely be bliss compared to whatever the hell you brought upon yourself. The maggots reach your brain, and your thoughts stop for the first and last time. Ending 2. Maggots and centipedes. Right, maybe staying still was not a good idea. I'm gonna run. You decide to take the chance. You push yourself to your feet and make a mad dash for your life. Unsurprisingly, he tails you, but he follows at a leisurely pace, not looking like he's in a hurry at all. You look back over your shoulder and notice something. Friedrich is beginning to play his flute. You can't quite hear it, but the discordant notes make you feel sick just hearing them. All of a sudden, his army springs to action. They come in masses, destroying trees and bushes in their wake. It's an absolutely horrifying sight. They're even killing some of the birds that flew away from all this commotion. It's absolute bloodlust. However, in a way that makes you feel even more determined to survive. You approach a crossroad. Which direction will you head? Oh, God damn it! Oh, God, I'm gonna make a save. Forward. Going any other way will be too much of a hassle. You're sure you could probably find somewhere to hide or outrun him and his demons. So you keep going, breathlessly holding on to the narrow chance to live. Eventually, you approach a stream. It looks too deep for you to cross. You're unsure if you want to try. You're so tired. Will you attempt to cross it? Cross! There's no turning back. Before you know it, you're wading ankle deep in the water. It's so dark, you can't make out what's inside. It looks like you're walking in pure void. Hold on. What? Why is the water so red? You can feel a sharp pain in your chest and notice blood trickling down your legs. It hurts. You can't even tell what happened. Someone's breathing down your neck. Behind you. Oh, God! Oh, dear. You must have forgotten. Didn't you hear the stories? People getting snatched and dragged into the underworld through their own shadows. Ah! Crunchy. Ow! Well, this is bad. The water is so dark tonight, isn't it? The blood runs thick through the stream. The blood of humanity. They want you to join them. Go on. Be free. Ending 1. Insignificant speck. Okay, what if I don't cross? You give in. Your feet fail you and buckle under your weight. The sound of approaching footsteps drowns out the rest of your mind's thoughts. There is nothing left. Master! Master! I got her. What will we do with her? What will we do? Calm down, little one. I have something in mind. Good things come to those who wait. I'm a little disappointed. You managed to escape my grasp, but you gave up the second you run into an obstacle. What a pity. I was hoping this would be a little more fun. You don't deserve an elegant death. I want to see your limbs and organs sprayed everywhere. That will be quite a hassle to do myself. But who am I fooling? I'm the king of thousands of demons. I can do whatever I please. Kill her. Kill her! Kill her good! You can't even blink before the demons grab a hold of you and tear you apart. The pain is unbearable, and your screams reach no one. Oh! Ending 1. Insignificant speck. Yeah, let's find a way around. You have to escape, somehow, and you know that there ought to be a bridge somewhere along the river. You'll find a way across, even if it's a fallen tree or stepping stones. You can hear his approach, nearing closer by the second. You have to get going, now. As your feet patter against the damp soil, you feel a presence. The water looks murky, more so than before. Just how long have you been running? You can't see the fish swimming around, or even the rocks and pebbles in the river anymore. It's pitch black. There's a chill that runs down your spine as you stare into the water. Nothing but the void stares back. You should run. You slowly turn around. Boo. Instinctively, you yelp. His face twists and contorts in horrible delight at your fearful reaction. How cute. Mine shot! You thought you could escape from me? Silly, silly little livestock. I am everywhere. And soon, you will be too. Your reaction time is pitifully slow, as approximately 6 larger demons jump at you and pin you down. You scream and wail, flailing about as much as your body can master. It's useless. The demons lift you off the ground and hold you up by the limbs with an incredibly forceful grip. You cannot struggle. You can only look up at the looming man before you. You're completely at his mercy. My little demons, how about a game? Let's play! Yay! So enthusiastic. Let's not dilly-dally then. I'll explain the rules of this game. Whoever pulls her in half first will get to eat both halves of her corpse. You're pale, sweating, and almost on the verge of tears. This is all just a sick game to him. You frantically look around for help, but the absolute despair of the situation sets in quickly. You are alone. All alone. What a shame. You won't be alone for much longer, mine darling. Quell your tears. Shh. There is so much fun to be had. His sickly, sweet reassurance only makes you cry harder. He seems pleased by that chuckling. Demons, on the count of 3, the game will start. Ready? Ready! 3. Your tears stop and eyes widen. 2. Your heartbeat quickens. 1. Your memories flash before you, and you remember. Go! The demons begin pulling. It's sickening. The crunching and snapping of frail bones permeate the clearing. Friedrich gets out his scythe again and positions it above your stomach. Ah! Slice. The incision adds to the mass of viscera that your body is becoming. A cruel metamorphosis. The deep cut in the middle of your stomach begins to tear you in half, extending up to your chest. Echoing off the surface of the water, the sounds make you throw up. Blood drips from your exposed wounds, thick like syrup. Your face contorts, distorts. Blood and bile erupts from your mouth. You're so terrified you can't control your body anymore. You can see Friedrich grip his crotch and lick his lips. You throw up some more. Ah! Snap. Something breaks in half. Oh, thank God I censored this! Oh, thank God! Oh, God! Okay. We made a pretty finishing picture, didn't we? Step away, demons. How beautiful. Quite fitting. You look the prettiest like this, mine darling. Oh, so you do not want to see this. Legitimately, you do not want to see this. I actually spent quite a bit of time going through the game files to actually censor what I can. This was particularly gruesome. You do not want to see this. Ending 7. Just a small exercise. Okay, screw that noise. I am going back. You should turn back. There's probably another route you can take. With enough luck, you can probably find it before the demons catch up to you. Thwack? You feel dizzy. Can't move your limbs. Sore. Blink? No! No! Good morning! I just This night will never end until we've had our fun. I do not want to know what you have in mind, sir. I'll wait for you to fully come to your senses. Then we can start. You automatically go into panic mode, looking around frantically and trying to move your limbs. They're stuck in place. The demons are holding them down with full force. Good, good. Looks like you're all awake. Are you ready? The ceremony is about to start. You ask him what he means. With shaky breaths in between words, he looks amused at the fact you're openly panicking in front of him. It's quite fun. I'll have you know, I came up with it all by myself. Oh, God, split tongue. If only you weren't this freaking horrifying. But where's the fun in telling you before it starts? Let's begin now. Just wait and see, my lady. He gets up, and his flute is extended with magic and turns into a pitch-black scythe. You like what you see, darling. I'll have you know that I love that cake of yours. You struggle to find words. He's performed something humanly impossible right before your eyes, and even more concerningly, has a terrifying weapon. Wait, scythes aren't really weapons, right? You can't recall. Aren't they used for hooking? No. Oh, God. Oh, God, this is going to hurt. Ah! Oh! Before he can even scream for him to stop, he mercilessly stomps on your ankle, silencing you and make you whimper in pain. Save your loudest screams for later. We have so much to catch up on.
Hungry! Hungry! We're hungry, master.
Have some restraint, my children. You will be able to feast once we're done with our ceremony. No! Friedrich swings his scythe around and positions it above your stomach. Nope! Okay. The pain is unbearable. You can only scream and cry. Moving your body would only make it hurt more. The sharp, visceral pain is nothing like you've ever experienced before. You quiver and sob, repeating your cries and begs over and over like a broken record. Silly. So cute. We've only just started, and you're already whimpering like a freaking dog. He takes a lick of his scythe, savoring the iron taste of your blood before moving back into position. This is where Friedrich does something even worse. Ah! He tugs at one of your intestines with his scythe and drags it out. What a mess! Let's clean out your stomach, shall we? Ah! He keeps going, hooking more intestines with his scythe and dragging them out, slowly to maximize the pain you endure. You're a mess, tears streaming from your face. Ah! You're coughing up blood and it mixes with your tears like a fine wine. The demons surrounding you drool hungrily and Friedrich grabs and yanks on one of your intestines, causing you to yelp. Oh, what an adorable reaction. Maybe I could make you yelp again and again if I were to break your ribs off like breadsticks. Friedrich looks very pleased, but you can barely see through your own tears. Your eyes are puffy and swollen. The pain is draining away at your consciousness. Friedrich notices this and makes fake sympathetic faces. Aw, that's such a shame. So hurt. Why don't I kiss it better? He leans in, and you feel his warm, hollow breath on your neck. You shudder. You instinctively try to move your neck away from him. But he grabs your chin and forces it back in place. Shoot! He kisses your neck lightly, then repeats it downwards, licking at your skin with his many tongues. It tastes much sweeter here. I think I'll help myself. Oh no! Squelch. Okay. In go his teeth, Tearing through the skin of your neck with ease, he rips out a chunk and devours it greedily. Your gurgled sounds of pain only pleases him more. This is new. Let me hear more sounds. He digs his arm into your nearly empty stomach and tugs at your organs. Scratching, pulling, fondling. There's a sick eroticism to it. The pain circles around to pleasure. And if no one were watching you suffer, these sounds you're making, it's impossible to distinguish between the two. You feel your consciousness fading. Your last act of defiance is the smile left on your face as you drift away into eternity. In the end, you still die. That is the constant of this world. His demons tear your body apart, eating the remains of their king's hard work without a single afterthought. Yeah? Perhaps, just maybe, somehow, you could change this. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Ending 9. Maiden's Kiss. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Is that possible? Right, I'm guessing that both of these are gonna be horrible, so I am gonna go left. To your left, you can see a pathway. It had likely appeared due to many people walking over it. The grass was beaten in and flattened, and only damp soil remained. You decide to follow it. As you follow, the distant sounds of his pursuit grow silent. You approach a prairie, full of lush grass and wildflowers. He seems like a momentary safe haven. But you can't stop. You have to keep going. As you rush through the plains, rain soaking your clothes, you see something in the distance. It's a well. You approach the well. It smells muddy and gross. You do happen to be a little thirsty. You can imagine there's some rainwater gathered inside there. After looking around cautiously, you lower the bucket into the well. It's exceptionally shiny, like the full moon. Was the bucket made of silver? That seems odd. Now that you think about it, silver can be used to ward off evil. That's why they'd been replacing a lot of things with identical silver versions of them. At least that's what's been happening lately. Your mind drifts off a little. You snap back to reality as you pull the bucket back up. There's blood. Blood inside the bucket. Your blood runs cold. Boo. Whack! Your reflexes kick in, and you swing the bucket across Friedrich's cheek. He stumbles back, clearly taken by surprise. You pant heavily, wondering if that was a good idea or not. He regains his posture, and you can see it clearly now, where you hit him. The skin is peeling off. Well, maybe not peeling. It looks like cracked porcelain. The skin cracks away, to reveal a pitch-black darkness beneath. Multiple red eyes stare at you with utter contempt and beastly bloodlust. You damned cow! It happens without you even being able to react. It happens without... Well, he snatches your arm and twists it. It cracks and shatters unnaturally. You scream, paralyzed with pain and fear. He grabs your neck, pinning you back against the wall. The pressure he's exerting on you threatens to push both of you into the well, but you're not strong enough to fight against it. You lose your balance, and he follows suit, pummeling into the darkness. It's shallow. Enough. You haven't broken anything else, but your arm still throbs with pain. You're scratched all over. There's a black lump in front of you. But your eyes are more so drawn upwards. The demons chasing you before have all gathered around the well, peering down at you. Some snicker, others look surprised. Oh, Scheisse! That voice catches you off guard. You freeze. You're like a scared fawn. Oh, hi there. Hey there, champ. You've stained my lovely clean clothes. How naughty of you. something slick and wet wraps around your body. As you look down, you see blood splattered all over you. There are thick black tendrils emerging from the blood, restraining your shaking limbs. He begins to move closer to you. Every inch he gets closer, you begin to struggle more. He begins to get closer to you. Every inch he gets closer, you begin to struggle more, but he just licks his lips from the side of his face that's intact. A fitting stage for our performance. The children will love this. You notice late, but long, dark horns have appeared on his head. The blood of the pier will be spilt tonight. This tale will be magnificent. He emits a low growl, grabbing your neck and tightening his grip slowly. As his entire face crumbles off, leaving a terrifying visage beneath. I have always wondered what you tasted like, ever since that fateful day we met. Okay. Yummy. Crunch. Friedrich bites into your ribcage, tearing through fabric and skin. Blood splatters all over your face and you gag. He chuckles in satisfaction, licking away blood from your face and neck. If I'm not mistaken, on that fateful day, you showed your heart to me. You can't even bother being confused. You're a little too injured for that right now. Was it bravery, or was it idiocy? You showed me who you really were. I wonder. Friedrich unveils a terrifying expression. One that burns itself into your mind. Only one way to find out. Let's take another look at your heart. Mine shots and You beg for him to stop, struggling against your restraints with as much force as you can master. You look so lovely when you're begging, but it's too late for you. Shouldn't have gone for the face, mein darling. Du bist der Chance, Schatz meines Lebens. I am totally butchering the goddamn German and God, my heart! Such a delicate heart. So adorable. To think I could crush it within my palm in an instant. A beautiful woman will soon become a beautiful corpse. But when you're a beautiful corpse, what will I do with you then? Then, what will I do? We'll just have to have as much fun as we can tonight. His long, prehensile tongues lap at your heart. You stifle a pained groan, and he chuckles with glee, squeezing it gently. Oh, you like that? Disgusting. I should silence you quickly. Those words send you into a momentary wild panic, but you freeze when you realize it was a bluff to get you to react in a way he wanted to see. Aren't you just precious? He gets even more excited, his tail flicking about wildly. You know, I could kill you in less than a second if I just squeezed your heart just a little too hard. That's scary, isn't it, mine darling? What? No. The only reason you are alive is because of my magic. I adore the look on your face right now. It would look much prettier skinned, don't you agree? You shake your head frantically, but he ignores that and closes in on you, breathing on your face. I'll just take one bite. Rip! You scream the loudest you can. It empties out your throat uselessly as you flail from the sharp pain. The skin on your face has been completely ripped off with one tear. You can see him devouring it whole through the red blur in your vision. It's so much more than I expected. You are truly the spitting image of Aphrodite herself, Fräulein. Your salty tears burn at your skin, mixing painfully with the blood trickling down your neck. But he's not done with you yet. I think I'll clean out those nasty insides of yours. Where should I start? Oh, I believe I know. Those adorable little ribs. He reaches into your bleeding chest cavity with his other hand and grabs onto your rib cage. With his free hand, he begins snapping off individual ribs. The pain is unbearable, but they will go great on a barbecue. You scream, more than you could ever have conceived screaming before. It only satisfies him. You sputter out a plea for him to stop. And he does, for only a moment. You foolish woman. If you truly believe that I will give unto you the slightest bit of mercy, you have sorely underestimated me. That little outburst cost me a good few seconds of playtime. Well, no more. Let us continue. And make it bloody. Friedrich grips your ribcage, pulling on it gently. Your whole chest throbs with pain, and there's blood gushing out of every orifice. You feel lightheaded. Oh, Scheisse! This won't do. We were just getting to the fun part. Ah, I know. He turns to watch your heart. The frantic beating has slowed to a crawl. You're still alive, but it beats much slower than before. How about we end this with a bang, huh? You can't even say anything. You're so tired. A little sleepy, This will do the trick. You will be refreshed with energy. He tightens his grip on your heart and begins squeezing it rhythmically. You begin to understand what he's doing. It hurts, and it doesn't get any better. He forces your heart to beat faster, faster, and faster yet again. It forces blood to circulate faster. You pant, your exposed lungs undulating in a disgusting manner. Blood is flowing out of every orifice in your body. He keeps beating your heart even quicker than before. It's an absolute hell. You feel like you might actually die this time. Faster, faster again. You feel like you're falling. You feel like you're about to explode. You lay there. Your energy is depleted. The vessels once holding your blood have all popped, and now you are nothing but a mess of gore. You can't even see now. Your eyeballs have exploded too. Only your mind remains intact. A beautiful human corpse is soon to be. There's only one thing left to break. Your will. I will destroy it. And I will make sure that you are mine forever, even in death. He leans in with a satisfied grin. See you in hell. What? Shoot. He kisses you, savoring the iron taste of blood on your lips. You can't struggle. You can't scream. You can't hurt him. But he can hurt you. And he has truly and fully destroyed your will. You're widowed. Your husband, whom you used to kiss, is dead because of Friedrich. Now he has truly taken away everything that you once had. He has stained your lips. And this was your last realization before you fell into oblivion. Ending 10. All's well that ends well. You know, I absolutely hate going through this, but we're going to the right. You turn right, heading towards a clearing. Your feet patter across the grass, dewy and wet with rainwater. Splash. You slip and fall face first into a puddle of murky water. Your eyes sting with the unclean liquid as it muddies your retinas. You can't see very well, but you attempt to get up before Friedrich can pursue you. Splash. Your hands slip again, and the same thing happens. You're starting to panic, and your vision is darkening. Shh. Oh my god! You can hear him now. You have to get up. Otherwise you... Ah! Someone pulls at your hair roughly, tugging you upwards. You have no choice but to obey for the time being, attempting to get up on your feet. Well. Very disappointing. You poor little thing. So close to escaping me, you just had to humiliate yourself. But what a lovely miracle this is. You've given me an idea. You don't like the sound of that. You keep looking away from him, hoping you don't have to see his face. Friedrich notices that you're tense and twists your hair so that you're facing him. He grabs your face roughly and forces you to make eye contact with him. His face is truly the look of a demon, a predator who has caught its prey. Eyes up here, my darling. He leans in closer. You feel his breath hit your face and you shudder. You can't look away. You can't give in. I'm going to have so much fun with you. But first, I'm going to make you submit down to the depths of your soul. Nothing will remain. Every part of your mind will belong to me tonight. He tugs your hair tighter, as if to tease you. He suddenly releases you, letting you fall to the ground with a wet slapping sound. You scramble to try and get away, but he firmly wraps his tail around your leg to warn you. Demons? Would you be so kind to feast your eyes on this delicious specimen before us? A fine piece of meat, but awfully full of herself. She thinks she can go against the whims of a god. The demons laugh. Some even point at you and whisper amongst themselves. Friedrich begins to walk in a circle around you, never taking his eyes off of you. Pieces of meat can't be eaten with cloth on them. Pieces of meat don't wear clothes. Meat bears no personal belongings, and meat is prepared only to be consumed. He licks his lips and chuckles menacingly. You shudder lightly. Undress her and don't leave a scratch on her body. He makes his way towards you slowly and then snaps his fingers. His demons leap into action, dashing towards you. You can't even react, and they pin you down from every side. Your clothes are torn to shreds by their claws, and they viciously rip into your undergarments. You struggle, but only instinctively. You are aware you can't do anything anymore. A hot red flush rises to your face. That's quite enough. Disperse. Snap. The demons completely stop what they are doing. It's almost like they're dolls controlled by strings. They leave you, and you look down at your body. You're completely naked. Friedrich takes a few steps towards you, watching you eagerly. He looks up and down your body, and you can't help but look back at him in the same way. Unfortunately, this isn't quite what you're thinking it's going to be. Wait, what does he mean by that? He seems awfully amused at the face you're making. You're still blushing, though. You must have forgotten, my darling. I am not human. And now we play by my rules. He yanks your hair once more, forcing you to your feet, and twists it cruelly. You yelp. He covers your mouth with a clawed hand as if to forbid you from making a sound. How shameful. Everyone, look at this. He traces a finger down your stomach. Cows don't stand on two legs. Let's force her back down to her level. You're not even that... Ah! He kicks you down and you fall onto the wet grass. For a moment's time, it would look like you were prostrating yourself to him. And so, just like that, we've put the livestock in her place. However, there is more to be done. She hasn't been adequately punished. You can hear him draw out the last word almost lustfully. Demons? How shall we punish her? A flurry of shouts comes from the crowd, and you can't make out any individual ones. Your posture straightens, but you remain on all fours. There are tears in your eyes, and your face is red and hot. How long does he intend to do this for? Quite the unique idea, Bertwin. Oh, and I quite like yours, Walder. However, I believe I've settled on a winner. What is it? What is it? I won't spoil the surprise. Let's find out. He quickly maneuvers his way over to you, pulling you up a little bit by the hair. You squeal, and he forces your hands behind your back. Friedrich whispers into your ear. I could tell you've been enjoying this thus far. I wonder if you like this too. You can't see, but he extends his flute and transforms it into a large black scythe. We'll sprinkle in a little bit of magic here. That way, you won't have to worry about dying of blood loss before the real fun starts. Oh God, what? A sharp object pierces your stomach. The white hot pain causes you to scream and shake. Oh God! He drags it upwards, starting below your stomach, and finally finishes when he reaches your neck. You don't have time to feel sick. Your guts and organs spill out slightly. It's freaking disgusting. Oh dear God. Wet and meaty sounds permeate the clearing as he digs his hand in and plays with your insides. You're making such unique sounds. He's breathing heavily behind you. You can barely tell what's happening anymore. All you see is a blur of red and black down towards your stomach. It hurts. It hurts. It feels good. Feels good. Friedrich whispers sweetly in your ear. Don't lose consciousness yet. We're far from done. Just hang on a bit longer, please. Then you can rest forever. Ah! He drags out your intestines, and they begin to spill out on their own. You're crying and wailing, but those sounds of anguish are only bliss to him. The demons drool hungrily. He rubs your thighs, smearing blood on it, and then drags another intestine out slowly. You can see it writhing. The piece of meat has been put in its place. All that's left is to harvest her. You're losing your grip on reality. You didn't think it could get any worse. Oh God! But you start to feel a warm sensation where your legs used to be. Oh God, and your other leg, it's gone too. Sliced, clean off. Your arms are still behind your back, but that's not a hiding spot that's safe from him. Your arms disappear too. Oh God, and you're released from his grasp, laying on your back. You stare up at the sky, the rain pouring down on your body. The water feels warm as it mixes with your blood. It feels like a fever dream. Maybe you do deserve this. A shadow obscures your vision, looming over you. Rest, my darling. Become a piece of meat. You lose consciousness. At the last second, you realize something important. Ending 8. Submit. So I guess the one thing we haven't tried yet is to stay silent, so let's see where that leads us. You refuse to say a single word, but your eyes are enough to tell you how you feel towards him. You spit on the ground below him and grit your teeth. One of his demons shifts on her toes uncomfortably. He seems a little surprised, amused. It's not easy to tell. I see. So that's how it's going to be. You've got bravery. Everyone else on this earth is now mine, but you still stand up to me. Suddenly, he coils back and laughs. It's a sickening sound, one you wish you forgot in the past, but it only strengthens your resolve. Bravo! Bravo! In the face of a god, you still stand strong. I am truly amused. But it's meaningless. You can never kill me. Not in a way that matters. You're so absorbed in your fantasy, but when reality comes knocking on your door, what will you do, You tell him you won't give up, You'll free everyone. Friedrich just laughs in your face. Then he scowls and stomps his foot. Pathetic! Pathetic! Absolutely disgusting! How dare you! I'll kill you right now! Fear fills your heart, but you manage to banish it. He's only toying with you, your human desire to live. So you keep glaring at him, not breaking eye contact. I thought I got you good there. Perhaps I was mistaken. Should have given you a little more credit. I'm starting to like you more and more. Perhaps I can find a way to wipe that determined look right off your face. Subconsciously, your feet start moving on their own. Why are you backing away? Are you scared, my darling? Your face remains stoic, but you let your facade slip with your body's movements. There's sweat pouring down your forehead now, but you can't back out. Your fist clenches and you shake your head. That's more like it. I was afraid you had lost your spirit. I would hate it if you just started running. But I want to break you, and I know just the way to show how much I've enjoyed your undying resilience thus far. Within an instant, he's already right in front of you. He sneers at you and kicks you down to your feet, twisting his foot on your ankle. You can't help but let out a stifled scream, and his visage twists into one of delight. Don't lose hope now. We're only getting started. The game has just begun. I wonder how long it will take before I can lick away your tears. Your spirit holds strong, but you can no longer hide the stress you're under right now. The demons around you begin to close in, and that certainly doesn't help your nerves. Tonight is a banquet of demons. It will be glorious, but only I will be allowed to feast. I will graciously offer you children the leftovers if you so desire it. Who's hungry?
We're hungry!
He lifts up your chin with his flute, and you meet his eyes. Gritting your teeth, you make a face at him. He doesn't seem fazed. In fact, he seems much happier. Now, for the first course. Your eyes will do nicely, but which one should I pick? Without warning, he snatches your chin with his hands and forces you to look up at him. Before you can even struggle, he brings down his flute and points it at your face. I suppose we will have to decide at random. Friedrich moves his flute back and forth between your eyes. You want to shut them tightly. That moment of temporary respite will show how weak you truly are. How about I let you take a pick? Right eye. You stutter out a response. He looks a little disappointed, but his face turns cruel. Already breaking down, are we? What a pity. Well, we can't stop here. Here I go. Squelch. Blood fills your vision, and your sensitive eye is pierced by a thick object. The flute goes all the way through, leaving only one eye intact. You can only see half of his laughing face, and you feel too sick to hold it together. You scream. You cry. Tears flow from both of your eyes. Don't be so blue, dear. It's delectable. Your eyes are unlike anything I've ever tasted. But why stop here? I want the rest of your face intact as I tear into you. Your tears mix with blood as the choked sounds of pain fills your ears. You do not feel in control of your body, just a ghost outside of it, screaming to be let back in. At first, I hated the cries of women, but now it's the only sound I'll ever want to hear. Friedrich mounts you, pinning you down on your back. His fingers snap, and suddenly turn into long, spindly claws. What? He traces his claw down your body, stopping at the stomach. Now, let us begin the main course. Friedrich digs into your skin, tearing through fabric. He makes an incision down your belly and carelessly rips your dress to shreds in the process. You buck your hips in protest, but he just straddles you tighter and digs his claws into the incision and opens it. Before you know it, your organs are displayed to the world. You would vomit, but you're busy coughing up blood as he rips into your stomach and tears out your intestines, devouring them whole. Oh no. He starts to lick at your organs, savoring the taste of blood before eating them with sharp, jagged teeth. You can't stop screaming. It hurts. It hurts. Stop it. Please. Anyone. Just tell him to stop. You die of blood loss, your face twisted in agony. Friedrich looks down at you and smiles with satisfaction. The satisfaction that, before your body is consumed, your face has made the expression he desired to see. Pain and helplessness. Ending 3. Mine darling. Alright, so I suppose right now is about the time we actually beat him, okay? So we've already got most of the endings. This will unlock a new ending for us. So I'm gonna speak, remain still, refuse, inquire, and now we got the option of Friedrich is a demon. You brought something else along with you this time. Not just your memories. You brought a silver knife. Why are you looking at me that way? How strange. Do you have something to say? Nothing to you. You'll figure it out yourself. Won't you, demon? Yes. Come closer, dear. I know what you're thinking. Oh! You plunged the previously concealed knife into his chest, making sure to dig it as deep as possible in there. Am I just gripping onto his huge knockers? You twist it, and blood comes gushing out. Putrid, dark green sludge. It looks nothing like blood, more like sewage. How? His bewildered face fills you with a strange sense of satisfaction. You've finally done it. You've ended this cycle. I see. You can't read his expression anymore. How bittersweet. There's no way you could have known my weakness. Nor dear hearted, comment in mine garden. How wasteful. Off me. Instead of dropping to the ground, his face melts away into an inky blackness. The rest of his body too. The world around you turns still. The heart appears. His heart. You know what to do. With certainty. Do it. Eat his heart. You consume it, savoring the flavor as glowing red blood spills all over your dress. It's unlike anything you've ever tasted. The demons around you begin to move again, kneeling before you as if you were royalty. Why? You know why. Because I am king. Ending 666. So that was Where He Is King. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, links to the creators' itch.io page is in the description below. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not a fan of Guro. I'm really not. And this game really got under my skin. And I think that's definitely like the point here. Like, it's incredibly gruesome, and God, even the so-called good endings, like I'm pretty sure there's like 2 of them, are just absolutely brutal. Oh God, I have no idea what to say about this, but holy hell, I need something like lighthearted to just wash this out of my mind. So if you guys do have any recommendations, please do let me know in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.